parse point ACO655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO65.
We're really low on funds. I think that there might be still one or two things in Omega that I need to get to. Okay, so at least for... I thought that said Amanda up there. Our choices of exploration: Badar, Amada, Karavamori, Aaron Larkan, Batala. The nearest ones, actually the nearest one is Fadar. Everything else is further away, would use up more fuel. In a way, I want to just explore blindly, but I know how long I've been itching to get to the Normandy crash site. Serpent Nebula is 100%. I actually wonder about that. How much of that 100% is related to what I did in ME1, considering it's just the same area as the previous game? Would it be like only partially done if I just tried to speed run the first game? But then that would imply that there would be things in ME1 that you could do in ME2, which I don't think. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't think they would pack in ME1 content in ME2, kind of like a Pokemon situation. Because what was it? I forget what Pokemon game did that, where they had red and blue in one of the later games. I think it was Gold and Silver. We have 3 recruitments to go over. Master Thief. I keep seeing that and thinking Master Chief. We recruit the Warlord. We recruit the Convict. None of these recruitments seem capable, I'm sure, but not the kind of people I'd want to associate with. Let's think it like this. I'm going to use Fadar as a test run for what this game allows the player to do when they roam around, and let's see what happens. These recruitments seem more main story based, so it's like just gonna straight line it. Motherfucker. I went overboard and wasted fuel. That's so funny. Okay, so it auto-saved. I can't zoom in, can I? No. I don't think I can. It's a pretty small system. We have something we have 1, 2, 3 unexplored. And it does seem like we're in the most northwestern part of this region. This galactic region anyways. Because everything else is east, south, they're everywhere in between. So interesting how they make the player think about, like, use your fuel wisely. Because look at this, there's no fuel station here. That's why I wanted to just beeline it. Like, my thinking is like, I'm just gonna have to constantly straight line things until I know where fuel stations are for sure.
Anomaly detected.
Start scanner. Lorik. Lorik was an extremely rare example of a habitable world circling a red dwarf star. Originally an independent Asari colony named Asan, it was annexed by the Batarian hegemony in 1913, causing a minor galactic incident. Despite several attempts, the local Terminus warlords have never been able to take Lorik for themselves. Lorik is a low-density world composed of rock, light metals, and water-based crust. It is tidally locked to Fadar, with a sunward hot pole and shadowed cold pole. Water on the sunward side evaporates quickly, traveling over the islands of the habitable Terminator zone in the form of massive, fast-moving thunderstorms, and finally settling as snow in the frozen dark side. There are fears that the buildup of ice cap mass on the far side may cause axial reorientation over the course of several million years, but Batarian officials dismiss the idea as an irresponsible theory disseminated by counter-hegemonist subversives. I'm not sure how that word is pronounced. Hege or hegemonist. Colony founded 1764. It's so weird seeing like Earth-based year tags associated with galactic events. Population 7,700,000. Capital Jalnor. It's pretty rich. Follow the white indicator on the reticule to find the anomaly.
Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655.
I have found something.
Mission. Anomaly detected. Signal scans detect a transmitter matching Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative life signs unconfirmed. Other transmissions that match known Eclipse-coded communications also detected. You know what I just remembered? There is or was a planet or moon or station, I forget, that Arya told us we could get to. And I don't remember what that was. I think the journal, hopefully the journal can help with that, but... Okay, so through this I can land. So now things just got way more interesting.
Probe away.
Trauma module research.
Probe away.
From moderate to depleted. Great.
Probe launched.
Do one more. Can I afford the heavy ship armor research project? Quite a bit relies on one or more of the three main elements. Element 0 is just like, if you can't find it on a planet, your best bet is just out in someone's garage.
Launching probe.
I know I said one more, but...
Probe away.
Like, look at this. It's gonna cost most of our palladium. Most of our iridium. It's worth it. I'm gonna do the minerals scanner first because that is what we're using to get minerals in the first place. It makes sense to me. Cool. Hurry to attack, group, and R&D. It's so fucking... Like, they... It's so cool how detailed this is. 15 meters per pixel resolution. 100 radar emitting microsatellites. vastly outclassing the Normandy's previous scanner peak performance of 27 MPP. Interesting. So I guess I should rethink what I did think just a second ago. The lower the number, the amount of meters per pixel, the more detailed it is. Makes sense. Slower scanning and rendering speed. The Argus can resolve down to an astonishing 0.001 MPP, 1 millimeter per pixel. Ideal for geological and biological prospecting, archaeological research, and long-term security surveillance. Cool. Armor upgrade attached to the ship's superstructure will help the ship hold together if hit by blast powerful enough. Penetrated shields. Do it.
Asari-made with a Asari-made Solaris armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition, are crushed by mass effect fields into super dense layers able to withstand extreme temperatures. That process also compensates for diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction has become cheaper in recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive to coat starships or aircraft larger than fighters in Solaris material. Second, the armor must be attached to the ship's superstructure, so shock waves from massive firepower can still destroy the metals beneath the armor itself. A popular misconception holds that the diamond composition of Solaris armor gives it its sparkle. In fact, atmospheric nitrogen impurities during the superhot forging process give the armor its metallic gray or yellow sheen.
So Normandy, the SR2 anyways, it's going to, what, look different in cutscenes because of this? I wonder. Trauma module. Oh hell yeah. Get this done. Absolutely. Unity putting your squad to full health is absolutely a must.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
We've got the best armor available. The rest is outside my expertise, Commander.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. I guess he was the one. I forget who recommends what upgrades, but I guess he was the one talking about the armor I just upgraded.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he... Well, it seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
So Joker went from Garrus has a stick up his butt to Garrus keeps beating me over the head with it.
Commander, I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you, but I hope I wasn't too unprofessional. Brandy goes straight to my head.
It's nice to see you let your hair down.
Guess I hadn't realized how much those feelings needed airing, but I didn't give you much of a chance to vent. So tell me now, what do you think?
Everyone's depending on us. We won't let them down.
They just don't make them like you anymore, Shepard. Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
Hell yeah. More than happy to make that a tradition.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
The weapons upgrades have gone in beautifully. This thing packs a hell of a punch. It just might give us a chance against the Collectors.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I guess Shepard's character model really just looks wherever. It's like she's looking down, up, anywhere. Doesn't seem to be anything in particular she's looking at. Korar is a small, lifeless rock blessed with significant deposits of thorium, used in radiation shielding and the manufacture of space frame alloys. A small population of miners eke out an existence on the surface, selling their ore at Lorik, and praying that the intermittent raids by the Terminus pirate clans will pass their homestead by. There have been no children born on Korar since the infamous pirate raid of 2047, when every child on the planet was rounded up and taken as a slave. Holy shit. Any couple finding itself pregnant preemptively moves off-world. Nightmare, man. 2,400 population.
Launching probe.
Game's still putting up prompts like I don't know how to launch probes at this point. Trust me, game, I know how to probe. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Launching probe. Probe away.
It's actually perfect for me. I'm low on both of those.
Probe launched.
Dorgal. The surface of Dorgal is an ethane-soaked mush. The planet hovers near the boiling point of the hydrocarbon and supports a diverse, if simple and slow-moving carbon-based ecology. The planet's gravity is strong enough to retain an atmosphere of molecular nitrogen and carbon monoxide, but the methane that dominated billions of years ago has long since been lost. Glad this system's relatively rich in resources. No?
Probe launched.
Jesus. Look at that.
Launching probe.
Tons of platinum.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Okay, that's Fadar as far as Fadar as resources. I know, I can make good jokes too. Cryo round tech. Mass effect containment bubbles. Am I shooting bubbles to attack people? Cryo blaster. Interesting. Freezing bubbles.
Hostiles are cleared!
You guys, you're saying hostiles are cleared, but you still have your weapons drawn? How about you let me in on what you're feeling? Oh my god, I just noticed how my armor changes look. I dig it. It is gonna get, especially that back piece in the back of the head. It's gonna take some use to on the holographic lens there. Everything looks sick though. Hey? Fine, where? Oh. I was like, where are you looking? Definitely need all the resources we can get. Again, no map. It's okay. I'll manage. Publicly. Got a research lab. Probably some sensitive info on exactly what that prompt was. I was gonna say something regarding an experiment they were doing, but still could be. Stolen data uploaded to servers. Yep.
Nice shooting!
Gun!
Firing a high impact shot! Scratch one!
Y'all good on ammo? I didn't even think of that, whether my squad would even need ammo for themselves. Maybe they don't. Because that would be an extra challenge for me to keep an eye on, but I wouldn't. It would be a mild annoyance. It wouldn't be that big of a deal for me to be like, okay, well, this ammo on the floor is for Garrus, this one's for Jacob. Okay, hold up. Really? Do you want me to go this way? How about no? For now, how about no? Because you had me focused on this bit. With all the enemies. Holding cell access. Security console. Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Interrogator, I think Corporal Jiro. Service Agent Tyrone Rawlings. Eclipse targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus's involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without this cipher, data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Okay. Jiro, Cerberus, Rawlings. Agent Rawlings proved difficult to capture. Having insinuated himself on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse, he had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew, who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship and hobble its defenses for long enough to extract Agent Rowlands. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. This data had better be worth the expense. Interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Agent Rowlands managed to evade our questions. When we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rowling's resistance caused tempers to flare. We consider it unfortunate that Agent Rowlings did not live to pass the cipher. Pass on the cipher. Basically, interrogators got rage baited. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. Yeah. Hey? What?
This should slow him. Impressive! Yeah!
More? Shit. Unity. Okay. Gotta use my brains. Gotta use my brain cells. You alive or you dead, buddy? Okay. That was so funny. Because at the very last second, I was like, wait, I'm dying, and I have a button called RB that I can hold and heal. I just upgraded the healing mechanics. Why not use it?
Hostiles are cleared.
Looks like someone's there, or that's a computer screen. Okay, but no. Like, I don't know who that was. That was a named character called Lauren. Ended up just shooting at me, so he had to go. Hey, got a refund on the metagels. Brilliant. Okay.
No more targets.
I don't even know who said that. It sounded like Garrus and Jacob. Some platinum. On Sol.
Field is clear.
Alright, give me a second. Yeah, okay. So you were a human. MCS 77.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
So, if I turn it over to the Alliance, I might not get paid by Cerberus for this mission. They might not like that and be like, you know what, you're not getting paid, screw you. Capture Cerberus information conversely if it were circulated publicly. Publicly is Alliance. At least in my mind it is. Recover data for yourself is an interesting take. Because it's down here, I feel like that's the worst way to go. Best way if you want to go to Renegade, but Cerberus is more neutral. Alliance is Paragon. I just know I wouldn't want to turn this over to Cerberus. But yeah, let's see what the consequence is. That Elusive Man's not gonna like it, but
Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
that was it. Literally, hey, bonk, you're done. Credits found, credits funding. I bet you I would have had more funding toward my way if I actually turned it into them. Experience gained. Cerberus operative Tyrone Rawlings was found dead. For decryption. Operative. Alright.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I bet I have. Oh, take care of Garrus. Nala Butler. Commander Shepard. My husband was one of the men serving on Garrus's team. I don't know how much Garrus talked to you about what happened. I don't know of the specifics myself, only that my husband died in a trap set by those bastard gangs. I know Garrus blames himself. He took every shot fired at his squad as a failure on his part, and it was clear when he sent me the message about my husband that he thinks it was his fault. My husband would never have wanted that. He was proud of the work he did on Garrus' squad. He was taking back Omega from the gangs. He died fighting with honor. I miss him. God, I'd give anything to get him back. But whatever happened there wasn't Garrus' fault. You're his commander now. Please, if you can, help him stop blaming himself. And please don't tell him that I sent you this. Thank you. Nala Butler. Hello from the Reds. Finch. Shepard. Had a family on a colony that got hit. I used some contacts with the Reds. I found a couple of people who said they'd get you this message. You might not have much use for me. You spent too much time with the damn aliens, pretending your time with the gangs back on Earth never happened. I know you weren't happy when I found you at the Citadel a couple years back. Brother, is this the guy that I had a heated exchange? Well, it almost got really heated. It was definitely an argument about, in ME1, my history, like he says, with those gangs at that time. But if I remember correctly, I went hard against what that guy was about. Interesting that he's messaging me now. I'm glad you're on this. I hope you find whatever took my people on Freedom's Progress and kick their scaly asses. I'm glad it's a human finding these bastards. I'm glad it's you. Do the Reds proud. I'm not doing anybody from Cerberus proud, buddy. From Alliance Commander, we got the data you sent. If this went public, It could do some serious damage to Cerberus's image. This intel will take years to decode, but just having it is a huge win for the Alliance. Well done, Shepard. Good luck on your mission, Anderson.
Shepard, how can I help?
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Dude said, I won't be needing this surveillance.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Throws it in the bin.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Like I said, it was where I met Miranda and got scouted by Cerberus. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel from a Batarian bioweapon. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Commander.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
I assume everything...
Shh.
Joker?
I can tell when it's listening.
I am always listening, Mr. Moreau.
I know.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
Yeah. Wait, what is this? Oh, the Warlord. I didn't realize I could just take the highlighted dossiers and look at them. So what are these then? This is... The shaded ones are what? Liara, Tali, Rex, Kaiden. Everyone else is new. Okay, Amada, what do we have? I see 4 planetary bodies. I'm also realizing that the green outline of any given solar system is just an exit point. I was thinking earlier, should I pay attention to these outer lines here and like label them as orbits for a planetary body, but I don't think that's possible if you touching that gets you out of a solar system. That wouldn't make sense. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, there might be 5. Wait a minute. 1. Yeah, no, there are 5. I was excluding Alcara, but that also counts. Wow, okay. Let's start inner, and we'll check Alcara last, since that's part of a quest. Takan. Orbiting closest to the F-class star Amada, Takan is a blistering, sun-blazed hell. Neither its carbon dioxide atmosphere nor its weak magnetic field provides any protection from the star's harsh radiation. Fortunately, Takan has few significant resources and is only noticeable for an unusual purple desert in the southern hemisphere, thought to be the result of eroded spessartite. Understandably hot as hell. There is some sort of beauty in how shiny black it looks. Okay.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Aurora. Aurora is essentially a great rock in space, tidally locked to Amada. Its only noticeable feature is a chain of craters stitching across the northern hemisphere. Thought to be the result of impacts by a swarm of meteors, Aurora's low density suggests it contains no mineral wealth beyond a common light metals. It maintains a tenuous atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Huh. Surprised it's even moderate in scanner results.
Launching probe.
And immediately poor.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Now we need to spend fuel. To get more fuel. Man, getting another fuel depot in this region of space, just in this relatively small section of the galaxy, is going to be huge. If any of these spots have a fuel depot, that's like gold for me. Ingana. Ingana is a hot, beautiful, and deadly world, covered with the debris of ancient starships. Approximately 127 years ago, a series of battles were fought over it by two organic species, the Thoihan and the Inusanon. Although no records of the conflict remain, most historians agree that both races wanted to colonize Ingana, and neither were willing to share. The two lost hundreds of ships in a series of battles over Ingana and its moon, Berea. Many of these were eventually pulled in by the planet's gravity well. Oh wow. I could kind of see where that moon may have dragged itself into the landscape of Ingana. Sort of upper middle equator part. There's just a line of indentation around it. The Mass Effect drive cores of these ships broke apart, dumping refined element zero over large stretches of landscape. This poisoned the environment and a wave of extinctions followed. Many of the animal species that remained showed a tendency to develop biotic powers. As the ecology of Ingana is energetic and aggressive, this makes colonization a deadly peril. Dude, are you implying that there's element zero I can mine here? Yes, like immediately too. That's amazing. It's the first time I'm mining this. Fuck. I didn't buy probes. I bought fuel and said, what probes? I don't need any. Alright. That's the first time I've made a mistake that costly, but hopefully it will be the last. Who knows if it will, but at least for now, with how little I've explored, it is costly. Okay.
Probe launched. In research projects, Element Zero is used for bioamp and omni-tool upgrades, which allow squad members who have biotic and tech powers to be much more effective.
Sweet.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
The rapid clicking sound for Element Zero scan is... I can barely hear it, but I can feel it.
Launching probe.
It sounds like a very high-pitched purr that I can feel.
Probe launched.
You can now afford the Medbay Upgrade Research Project. Sick.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
Oh, it's depleted. I was like, where's the rest of it? It's all gone. Okay. The vibration of my controller with my index finger as I'm holding the scan button all this time. I'm starting to feel it. So that's 3 out of 5. Angea. Angea is a typical ammonia methane ice giant. Traces of chlorine in the atmosphere give it a distinct green tint. Penetrating scans have revealed large numbers of hollow, unpowered objects with dimensions of 3.14 by 12.56 by 28.26 meters. Circulating in the equatorial cloud bands. These objects appear to have sails or wings attached, allowing them to be borne aloft by Angea's winds. While they are too deep to be reached for study, popular conjecture in xeno-archaeological circles holds that they are coffins of an ancient race who laid their dead to rest in the gas giant. I had to pause there and read over that again because I was like, wait, is gravity messed up where natural rock can just float, or is this artificial? Interesting speculation on the coffins though.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. I have detected an anomaly.
Alkera. Alcara's crust is composed of carbon and water ice. While low density, its large size allows it to retain a thick atmosphere of methane and ammonia. It is believed that if Alcara had acquired a bit more mass when the Amada star system formed, it would have formed the core of a second outer system gas giant. Alcara has 3 moons: Uluru, Wangina, and Bayame.
Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Anomaly detected. Scans confirm the wreckage of SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zone located amid the crash site. Okay. Once I'm finished mining and scanning things, we'll get down there.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away.
That was the bulk of it. Okay. I'm glad we were able to get Amada done with the funds that we had to refuel and reprobe. Alright, so that's 100% explored. Let me get into research real quick before we go on the mission. Interesting, further scarring will not occur regardless of the actions you take. Wait, facial reconstruction? The what? Let's get the bubble gun, as I call it. I know Avalanche sounds way more badass, but it's just funny to me that they label Mass Effect containment as just bubble. And it kind of looks like the kind of gun that would shoot bubbles in a weird way. Want to try it out in the field, if I can remember to use it. What are we talking about by facial reconstruction? Cosmetic surgery equipment heals scars. Permanently heal facial scarring. Oh my god. So say no for now. How can I get a close-up of this? Actually, I guess in squad I could, but hold on a second.
Still in its experimental stages, the M622 Avalanche generates a Bose-Einstein condensate within a mass effect bubble, which dissipates on impact, violently spraying the condensate outward and coating the target in a near absolute zero superfluid. The Avalanche is unreliable, at times merely coating its target with ice, defacing exposed skin and freezing armor joints. Such low temperatures cause great damage to electronics like kinetic barrier emitters, which sometimes leads to total systems failure. At the other extreme, the Avalanche freezes flesh and bone, causing massive trauma as blood vessels constrict and frozen blood expands. Occasionally, such ice tissue shatters.
Cool. Can't wait to use it. Yeah. It's visible in cutscenes more so than here. I can see slight fractures on the left side of my face. Near the back cheek. Yeah, like as she's turning. As almost like she heard me. Do I want that gone? I guess is the question. Remove all evidence of cybernetic implants. Because I could easily see a situation where anyone new or, you know, someone I've met before is like, hey, what happened to your face? Or someone new being like, well, you've got that on your face. That's either good or bad, or I like you more, I like you less, or maybe they knew I already had implants and they're like, why are you hiding it? Like, okay, well, what's the pros and cons of this? Permanently heal facial scarring. The heal part is like, okay, so this is a benefit. Removing all evidence of cybernetic implants is like I'm hiding something. So it's a good and sort of like a sus thing. Let me do this real quick. I'll be back.
Back for another lesson. Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you. In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit. I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the blood pack. Put a sour note on the relationship.
I wonder if that's the same Asari from Omega.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Okay, hold on. I want to get my cubes in. Or out, rather.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Okay.
What can we do for you, Commander?
By the way, your commander's behind you. The only reason why I would want it to stay is because it looks badass. Like, kind of like Garrus said about scars being attractive. To an extent, I agree, but I also like the way I look in ME1, so I'm gonna do it. We'll see what happens, right? So now those scars, they don't even look like they're there anymore. Huh. Also, holy shit, I'm above 2 bars of Paragon. Only 3 left to fill in. Shit. Or Mako. Whatever. I think I called it Mako because I call I call it Mako in FF7 Remake. Interesting also how I'm by myself. There was no squad menu for me to choose. Dog tag, collect. Okay, journal. Talk to me. Locate a suitable place for the Normandy monument and recover any sign of the 20 lost crew members. Where are the remains of my XO? One of 20, Draven Rosamund. I think if I saw the name of my XO, I'd remember him. I wonder if any of these names would be reference to an actual character on the Normandy, or just in ME1 in general. It is sad to see the state of her, though. Like, it was so shocking how the game started. SR1. To place monument. Dog tag. Pati Abhishek. So is it telling me to place it here, or are there multiple options where I could place things? Because I would like to choose if that's the case. This isn't a bad place to put it, but I've just landed. And I want to make sure I explore. I know I've been saving a lot, but fuck it. Belawa Robert. Also, getting 10 XP per dog tag is crazy. It's cool and all, but that seems like an opening to a spot. I don't know if I even... Like, first of all, I don't want to blow up a piece of cargo from the Normandy, potentially, if that's where that's from. But also, if that could imply that someone needs killing by me blowing that up. Which is kinda concerning. Let me stick close to my ship before I go out. The fact that the Mako's not in worse shape is a testament to like the abuse it got in the first game. Raman Mandira. Yeah, it's giving me options. Okay. That's... Okay, what's interesting though is it gave me a cutscene over there where I could put the monument, but not here. But maybe like I would have to go in. I don't want to trigger anything that would lock me out, I guess. Granado Caroline. This is where a lot of it is, the wreckage. What? Game? What's happening? There's prompts happening, but I'm not seeing from where. Oh, fragile crate, that's what I'm looking at. It's like, what keeps popping up? I don't know if the wreckage pathway to the cockpit is a better spot than this, where the name Normandy is. The name SR1, you know? So far, it's still there where the monument could be put. We got 5 dog tags, I believe. Oh. Yeah. You know what? Kinda, I wish I wouldn't have to whip my gun out in order to climb. I have to kind of do that. Maybe that's just the control scheme I have. But I wish I could just vault over without whipping it out. This is where I looked at first, so let's just continue this way. Low Helen M. Yeah. Okay, so you know, certain parts of the ship, I'm gonna get a cutscene anyways. I'll probably get a cutscene when I get to the cockpit too. The Bianski Alexei. This is where I think where people were having lunch or hanging out. That lady in the cutscene almost looked like Ashley. I was like, was that actually, or was that the Helen that I found, who I found the dog tag here? Yeah, we found another one. Don't get stuck, game. Don't get stuck. In there. Negulesco Monica. What looked like blood down there. Like with an impact, the way this looks, bodies could have fallen where the dog tags were, but the bodies just like disintegrated or got blown apart on impact. It really is a grim thought, but our bodies are really fragile. Yeah, this is I remember getting a codex entry clicking on one of these things in the first game. La Flamme Orden. Almost said Morden. Trying to keep an eye out just in case dog tags are in, like, hanging on walls or in the ceilings. That is seemingly way off there. Can't get up there. Barrett Gurmeen. So we are a lot closer to the Mako. Where did I land? Off that way. Okay. I was gonna say I don't remember checking this bit. Draven Talitha. I still wonder, could I have lost Joker in the beginning of this game? There were dialogue prompts. And I think there was emphasis on the fact that I saved Joker. Could I have lost him this early in the game? Probably would have found his dog tag there then. Okay, Mako, where are you at? This would be the second best option to put the monument, because I love my Mako. I think the best option still is over yonder, and it really is a symbolic way to put that monument right in front of the Normandy nameplate. Crosby Silas. Gladstone Harvey J. There's no way to salvage you, is there? Holy shit, that's what the... I didn't even realize that's where the galaxy map used to be. How messed up it looks. Chase Addison. I do see the sort of round table surrounding where the galaxy map would have been. Data pad. Entry. Oh, Navigator Presley. Entry 1. Unrecoverable data. Data recovered. Ska is unrecoverable. Spoke to the commander about this. I corrupt all these damn aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them. I'm gonna say especially in unrecoverable data, that damned Asari. An Aquarian? What does Shepard think this is, a zoo? What is it with racists in this game, in the series, and animals in zoos? Unrecoverable data. THAC? Data recovered. With the Quarian. It seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage. Maybe talked with the Quarian? Trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I wouldn't unrecoverable data babysit my children or anything. But if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. I wouldn't have her babysit. Unrecoverable data. Data recovered for a while now, and I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal. Unrecoverable data, how blind I was at the time. I came on this ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Corrupt Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say Corrupt die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. We call that growth. So that's where he was. I guess we don't get a dog tag for Presley? And he would be absolutely near the galaxy map. That's where he usually was. N7 helmet. Shepard's lost N7 helmet was recovered. Maybe I'll put that in my captain's quarters. Have a look at it later. SOS. Does that mean whatever SOS we put out and just never... Or maybe actually... Maybe this is why we're able to find the wreckage in the first place. It's because this SOS was transmitting. Akari Jamin. Only need 5 more dog tags. Just maybe I might have to destroy some of these fragile crates. Emerson Hector. I'm gonna start shooting things. Yeah, okay, fair enough. There were dog tags. Rieko Marcus. Let's blow up these. What are dog tags doing in fragile crates? Me trying to bring logic to game logic. Tanaka Raymond. Waberi Amina. Tux Carlton. So let me put this monument down. Gonna put it where I got the first cutscene. I feel like it's a proper spot. Whatever monument this is gonna look like. Yeah, that's a great one, actually. It's beautiful. Good. I guess that's it then. We have datapad info, we have dog tags for all 20 of the crew members. I'm assuming it was 20 crew members that died, and we found them all. Found some Element Zero loot that possibly could have come from the ship. For what little it's worth to the game, apparently I found my Mako. I wish I had it again, or better version of it for the future, but the way you scan celestial bodies now is also fun. It's just different, and I like the way the Mako was used in the first game to explore different land masses. That was fun to me.